Final Fantasy XIV stream here with Glacier Silverstrike. We're going to get right into it. This is Heavensward, post-game Heavensward. So it's the content between Heavensward and Stormblood. This is the second arc. So it's 3.2, The Gears of Change. If you haven't seen anything previously, you probably should go check out my videos. I've streamed almost every single main storyline quest to this point. There's a little patch of post Realm Reborn that is missing from the videos, but other than that, everything else has been streamed. So go take a look at that. Don't ruin the story by jumping straight into this part. Alright, let's get started. Sweet. We get to find Mama Minfilia. Like Minfilia's mama, not Minfilia. Let's see. Onwards to the homeland of the LARPer and the Degens.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business, then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you've favoured me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
Dang.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Now, I'll just go ahead and throw it out. It's a psychological thing. He was literally in the middle of flirting with a woman when everyone was betrayed. If he had been there at the time, he might have been able to step in and do something, but he was away from everybody else. Wasn't watching over anybody. Too busy playing around with the ladies. And now he's taking it out on himself.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. "15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. but I was distracted and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover, but in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
Guys, is this necessary? You're in the enemy base right now. I'm just saying, like, this could have been like travel talk.
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
Okay. Back to the Rising Stones. A little bit concerned on a few things here. Now, one thing that was, bothering me a little bit is why did Totoro and Alfino not show up to pick up Vilmina? Whatever her name is. The mage is tired from all his traveling. Did a good job guarding. The mama of all the scions. Wait, it's this little... Oh. They do have the same last name, don't they? Wait, his brother's some sort of white mage or something? bunch of people showing up. Wait. So he's obviously from, for some reason Isengard is popping into my head. Why am I drawing a blank right now? Foundation. That's not what it's called. He's from Dragontown. And this guy over here is obviously one of the ninja people. Who's this? What the heck? She attracted to big dudes? I don't really get it. Whoa, chill out, bro. Stay away from Minfilia's mom. It's nice to see we have some more scions showing up. Oh, that's just wrong. My mom made masa. It's a Portuguese sweetbread. You grill it kind of like grilled cheese, but it's like a dessert made out of just pure bread with butter. Toast it. Really good stuff. Literally just texted me like 3 minutes ago saying, made masa downstairs. Come get it when you're done streaming. That's not right. I was planning on streaming for like 4 or 5 hours. You know what, guys? You know, we just finished the first quest of this stream. That was a lot of work. I think I deserve a 5-minute break. I'll be back. I'm going to meet you, and I'm just going to eat my masa, wash my hands really good because that buttery, greasy goodness, can't get that on my controller. I will be right back. Seriously, we'll just going downstairs, grabbing that. I'll probably grab another drink, so this one's like 40%, 60% done. Be back. I'm back with my masa. My masa. Portuguese sweetbread, if you want to look it up. But, forgot to grab a drink while I was down there. He's putting way too much pressure on himself. Idle Shia. Alright, time to fly all the way across the zone. So, I believe somebody's watching right now. And, like all good streams, I gotta ask you guys a question. Do you want me to stream the Coils of the Bahamut raid? And if I do you want me to play it at the level 50 content as it is? Or should I go there as a level 80 and just demolish it? I could beat most of it as a level 80 by myself. There's 2 fights that would be extremely hard by myself. The rest of it I should be able to do myself. And then, should I do the Alexander fight, the Alexander raids on stream, or should I just do them on my own off stream? Basically, should I stream the Coils of Bahamut? And if I do, should I do it at level 50 or at level 80? And the second question is, should I stream the Alexander raids, which are the level 60 raids? I've not done any of it, so you'd see the entire storyline if I start streaming it. I'm just not sure what people are interested in watching. Master Matoya. The Huntu Tower. Can do it with NPCs. Cool. I don't remember this dungeon. I was gonna eat my bread while I queued up. I didn't realize I could just do this with a party of NPCs. Let's be honest though. Item level. Seriously? There's a somewhat easy way to fix that though. Let's see. Does it have the stats you need? No. But does it raise your item level? Yes. Alright, we're good then. There we go. It's really dumb, though. See, I just equipped 3 items that don't even have intelligence on them. Now I'm going to go do the dungeon. Weaker, with higher level items. Yeah, whatever. Bread time. This dungeon, okay. Give me a minute. I'm going to finish this bread and then wash my hands. Man, this stuff is amazing. Can't get it around here. Nowhere in Middle Tennessee can you find masa. This stuff is from like 700 miles away. It's a big loaf of this round, like dome-shaped, almost like a football stadium-shaped, the bread. You slice it in a pretty thick, like 1.5 inch slice. You butter both sides and then you grill it on the in a skillet. Okay, I have returned. That was a awesome dessert. Highly recommend if you've never tried masa. If you live anywhere near where there's a large population of Portuguese people, you're probably going to find it at a store somewhere. Like Swansea, Massachusetts. That's where we get ours. And I live nowhere near there. Just where my family's from. Let us be onwards. There's a bunch of tornadoes
Like this.
in the area I live in last night. One of my siblings' families, their house has got no power. So they're actually staying with another sibling. Crazy. There was like 3 tornadoes or something. Haven't watched the news today, so there could have been more. But last night they had reports of 3.
Away with you.
And 2 of them passed between
Focus.
2 of my siblings' houses.
Away with you.
Yeah, that was the wrong way of doing that.
Away with you. Like this. Focus. Release.
Interesting. So I'm required to have a 180 item level to get in here, so I equipped stuff that higher eye level but for the wrong class. I just re-equipped, now I'm 154, I'm still in here. So I'm lower eye level than the minimum eye level for the dungeon right now. I thought that treasure chest was about to be a mimic. I've definitely done more damage to these guys before. I mean, yeah, it's kind of my own fault for coming in here with a class that is below item level. Key here to this fight is killing off the non-elemental enemies. So you see those fire elementals? Ignore them. You could Actually, the best thing is AoE everything down. But when you don't have decent AoE, then ignore them and go after the non-elementals first, and then go back to the elementals. Three or more enemies, best to AoE, but that is the rule if you have a good AoE for that level in that dungeon. This has a gimmick. I don't remember what the gimmick is, but there's definitely a gimmick there. When it's your turn to get that circle on you, you hide. Felt like there was something else, but maybe I'm wrong. I feel like this last one is either going to explode or we hide behind it, one or the other. Oh, no, you're supposed to stay hidden. My bad. That fight definitely changed. I mean, it was still meteor related, but it used to be like this line, and you had to destroy one of them to stop from being in that line's drop radius.
Not so fast!
Alright, come on, tank. Vanguard, let's go.
Away with you! Away with you!
This final boss drops two minions. One's super rare and one's very common. The one that's super rare can also be purchased during one of the events during the game. That event happens once per year for like 2 weeks. So if there's not very many of them on the market, you can make some money off them. If you happen to get one. Because it is very rare. I think it's like 0.2% or something like that. I would have to look it up, but I thought it was something like that.
with you.
I cycled through the summon so fast, I gotta wait 10 seconds before I can resummon them. Go. Creepy. Oh, that's separate. Sorry, Facebook put out PlayStation and Legend of Zelda. I was like, wait a minute, are they bringing the old Legend of Zelda games at the PlayStation? Okay, the PlayStation and Legend of Zelda, two different things posted on Facebook. That's messed up. That really had my attention. I was definitely looking to win.
Like this!
About time to heal. I leveled up, cool. Actually gave some decent XP. Yeah, and I don't know which one of these is the rarer minion. I don't have either one, so I'm just gonna learn it.
Hear, feel, think.
Yeah, it sounded more gruff than usual.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst.
Do you recognize that voice? I recognize those feet.
We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia. Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Hydaelyn guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think. Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell. as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
You've had another vision, haven't you? Let us return to Master Matoya's cave. Everyone will wish to hear what you saw.
Still in one piece, are we? Well, did you learn anything?
The word of the Mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryle?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Menphilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Menphilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying
Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
named himself viewing cutscene. Okay. Well, just gonna point out here. I'll bring it back up again later, but remember, this is the point in which the 100 years is about to begin. Like right here. We actually have a few more quests till the actual, like, year 1 begins for the 100 years, but remember this comment right here. Because 500 missions down the road, I'm going to be like, okay, now you know what I'm talking about.
Pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation. Good, good. You of all people should be present. When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples. You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend. But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance. Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the worm's ire, but if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Needs to heal up that stab wound from earlier.
'Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead. I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest. Lucia is there, seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. It would not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all. Oh, and one more thing. A drink! We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
Such a good character. think I've already said this before, but this side quest right here, if you're ready for a chocobo onion, the side quest right here drops. This one. That's the item you need. So if you're ready to level up your chocobo from level 10 to 11, or 11 to 12, or whatever, anything above 10. 10 is cap, give them 1 onion. 11's cap, give them 1 onion. 12's cap. I don't know what the real cap is. I think you need 10 onions. I think it's 20, but I don't actually know that for a fact. Should I have just teleported there? Fly, little chocobo, fly! It's more like a chocobro. So I remember there being 2 more major events that happen in post. These post Heavensward quests are really long. I hurt my elbow again. I think it did it in my sleep. Might have slept it on it wrong. It's the big brother. That was a fast quest. The first two quests took forever. Really should have just ignored him. The dragons will not be affected by wolves. It's like the Tower of the Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. It's got a thinner version of it. So he was looking for me to inform me about something, and he's the one that interrogated the heretic, or the arsonist from the True Brothers or whatever. Obviously, all this getting me away from town is not going to be good. Something's going to happen, because I wasn't there to watch out for the town. Oh, it's Thancred? What? Could be wrong, but I think we're about 50% of the way through 3.2.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment. Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks. Freed food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. So many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting. When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit. My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with him.
You were right, mother. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest? After all you've done, I'd say you've earned it.
Splash the mug in her face and then slam her in the face with it before you pass out. Do it. Just pick it up, slam her in the face with it.
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
This was never your fight.
Boo-hoo-hoo, your relative died, your husband died, I don't care. I don't care about yours either.
My son. They told me he walks in Alone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
You can't win against the dragons, and it was stupid to begin the war to begin with.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them. They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not I! I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin. All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do, makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Falcon's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen.
Oh?
They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping.
Don't drink the tea.
Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
You're telling me none of those knights in that hall recognized who I was and saw me pass out?
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Dravarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
You there! Don't just stand around gawping! Do something, man! Stop her!
Yes, my lord.
I don't think he meant with an arrow.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward.
What are the 10 of you weaklings gonna even do?
This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
Your life is boring. Please finish it for me. Thank you. Somebody's doing me a favor. Somebody can shut her up. I mean, that guy's a bad guy too.
What
She
have
can't
you
talk
done?
anymore.
I only did as you ordered, my lord.
They left the wrong brother in charge.
I gave no such order! I did not!
Don't run away. That'll make it look worse. Should have ordered the other knights to arrest the archer. Ah, shut up, pussy. Why is everyone so like, we either fight the dragons or our own kind? Oh. You know, there's something called, like, just stop killing each other. Stop being whiny little bitches for half a second. What we really need is a spell to transfer my memories over to everybody and just show them what the king of 1,000 years ago did. If we could do that, everyone would be like, oh, it is our fault. But they just don't believe it because they're idiots. They've been suckered into believing a faith that isn't real. I was given the orders to watch the younger brother. I did not. I followed the younger brother's orders, then got poisoned, passed out, woke up, things were going bad. The thing that got me the most angry out of all of this, everything, was that one guard up on that wall. I mean, he's a soldier. He chose his occupation. I'm looking around, I don't see all the males as soldiers. There's plenty of them that are not. Yet. Oh, I'd rather keep fighting the dragons than have to kill another single one of my own countrymen. Bro, they're terrorists. That's what they are. And I hate to say it, but a terrorist is no longer a citizen of your country if their target is your country. They are not your countrymen. People need to open up their eyes and realize that's actually not just a video game statement, that's a real life statement. The second you decide to bear arms against your own country, you are no longer a citizen of that country. Yeah, the government hasn't taken away your rights from being a citizen, but you are truly not a citizen anymore, and you should be taken care of right then and there, because you lost your rights. Where's this punk at?
Onawa! No, no! What have they done to you? Onawa!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Oh, gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Onawa?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Kairujin without delay.
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed...
Remain calm for half a second.
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
Oh, no more teeth.
You know nothing about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it.
Hey, what about the kid? Do I have to carry him back? Priority should be on Sir Elmeric, really. Getting that kid to the healer. Ugh. I drank one of these Rain energy drinks for the first time. It was orange dreamsicle. Tasted like an orange dreamsicle, but it's not really. My stomach feels a little bit messed up after drinking it. Katana. Let's go Katana. Bet it looks really cool too. Alright, back to Sir Elmeric now. sure that would actually help anything. Grand Soirée. Okay, let's go find this little brat. Everywhere I go, people beg, bitch, and attack me. Okay? How free am I? I have a marker that tells me where to go and who to talk to. I have a lot of freedom, don't I? I guess I could turn the game off. Ah, so pathetic. You're about to get disowned. Then you'll have a lot of freedom on your hands. Hopefully on your way there, your balls drop.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do.
Lord Commander, through my careless orders, A pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Emmanuel de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emmerich leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
The Garlean chick outside?
An adventurer beholden to none who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory.
You know, technically I'm part of the Twin Adder military. I'm a captain with their military. I should probably fight on their side. Just saying out loud.
A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time? Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages, a celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
They like to use those phrases, dawning of new eras and stuff like that. In this universe, whenever a new era happens, something bad happens. Like the Calamity. That's when the new era happened. Era. Going with these. Go ahead and equip them. Cool. That's really cool. Alright, what should we do this fight with? Any suggestions? I mean, obviously I could do Summoner. It hits very, very hard. I could play a tank and get the attention of a lot of enemies. I could go Reaper and just slaughter them. Any ranged character would be good. might be smarter to use something that is higher eye level. You know what? Let's go Dark Knight. Main attack combo, if you hit the third ability, you get healed a little bit. It's not much, but with a healing ability, a high eye level, I mean, I'm rocking a 270. That's the highest eye level I believe you can have at level 60. It's 270. And Dark Knight goes really well with the theme of what's been going on lately. Okay. You know what? One headpiece, 1 foot, 1 chest, and bracelet. Maybe I should go on Paladin and use the House of Fortemp shield.
Let all here present heed well the rules of engagement.
For the honor and the glory of Ishgard.
All is ready then. Very well. Brave men and women of the Eorzean Alliance, let the grand melee begin!
See their tether. come after me. I didn't even notice it was at the end. Finally, something for Thanger to really punch. Let's go.
Did she win? Then we...
Victory is ours! Ishgard! Ishgard! Well fought! Well fought, my friend! You truly are the warrior of warriors.
Thank the Fury you were on our side.
Oh, my lungs are burning, and I can barely stand. I didn't think I could do it, but then I did. We did. We faced the Alliance's best, and together, with one heart, with one purpose, we prevailed. After 1,000 years of hardship, of strife and bloodshed, we are strong enough to rise to any challenge, be it on the battlefield or beyond. The future holds so much promise, so much joy. We need only show them the way.
A truly magnificent display, Sir Knight. While doubtless less than pleased, I am quite sure the Grand Companies are honored to have been bested by such valiant warriors.
The honor was ours, Your Grace.
I am pleased to see that Ishgard's proud martial tradition is being upheld. When the time comes, I trust you will fight alongside your brothers and sisters in the Eorzean Alliance with the same fervor you displayed in opposing them. I note that our friend elected to take the field in Ishgardian colors.
At my behest, Your Grace. If we have given offense, the blame lies with me.
Fear not, Sir Knight. It was a surprise, nothing more. And any hint of ill feeling was thoroughly dispelled by the spectacle of our mutual friend's duel with General Raubarn. On the subject of surprises, I could not help but marvel at the passion and unity of purpose displayed by your countrymen, given the troubling reports we have received of late.
I shall take that as a compliment, Your Grace. The events to which you allude are the price of change. The end of the Dragonsong War marks the beginning of a new era for our nation, and for the people, high and lowborn alike, who will lead her into the future.
Ah, yes. The people. Change is indeed a perilous thing, for we who seek it, and they who fear it. I shall pray for Ishgard, and for you.
Well, that made for a refreshing change. Congratulations on your victory, by the way. Ishgardians certainly seem happy with themselves. I, for my part, am merely glad you did not strain anything in the process of single-handedly winning the battle for them. is but a scratch, I assure you. And I will not suffer you to worry over me. Not when we have a dozen far more important concerns.
I mean, this Cyclops fought the other Cyclops.
Make that 24. Still, as Y'shtola never tires of telling me, we can but face them head-on one at a time. One day at a time. As Minfilia would have done.
Robon. Pippin. Onwards to learn a new emote. What is... Oh yeah, that's the Dark Knight quest line, I think. Money. I have learned the new emote. Victory. Good emote. Alright. We're nearly done with 3.2. We have 2 quests left. And then I'm going to take a short break before we start the next stream. I do plan on streaming 3.3 tonight. And then hopefully we can finish 3.4 and 3.5 tomorrow.
My lord!
Is it just me, or is Thangred and Hilda been making eyes?
Honorwa, my boy. Shouldn't you be in bed?
Thank you for your concern, my lord. But I have largely recovered from my ordeal, and I have naught but several scars to show for it, which I have been told some women may find appealing.
I see. And to think I was worried sick over you.
I'm not sure I understand, my lord.
Well, let's put that theory to the proof, shall we?
My lord?
'Twould seem that a great many things have occurred in my absence. I thought I might begin to make amends by welcoming you in person.
The messengers spared not their chocobos to bring us word of your victory in the grand melee. I cannot well describe our elation when we heard the news. It called to mind the day we rejoined the Eorzean alliance, and I glimpsed hope rekindled in the eyes of the people.
The Fury herself ushers us into a new era. Sir Emmerich, the time is now.
Aye, that it is. Reconvene the conference and summon Vidofnir to Falcon's Nest. We will make peace with Hraesvelga's brood and hasten this bloody war to its end.
Yes, Lord Commander.
I will send word to Artoirel and bid him resume preparations. Emanuele, you will place yourself at your brother's disposal. He will be glad of your assistance.
No stopping it now, is there? We should inform Y'shtola and the others.
My dear friend, I doubt I will ever be able to thank you enough. But when the conference is successfully concluded, I damn well mean to try.
Oh, Falcon's Nest. I was looking for, like, where I needed to go for this quest. Yeah, let's just teleport. I wonder what that looks like. Let's see. Eh. Wait, what? I did not mean changed paladin. I guess that was the choice between starting the cutscene or not.
The appointed hour approaches.
Aye.
She begged leave to watch the proceedings. I saw no reason not to grant it.
Should I choose to deviate from my prepared remarks, I ask that you trust in my judgment.
Have I ever done otherwise?
Look!
I mean, you knew the dragon was coming. Everybody needs to chill.
The white dragon!
Ah, how long it hath been since our peoples met thus, children of Thordan, even by our reckoning.
Vidofnir, daughter of Hraesvelga, we give thanks for your visit, and bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
Our sire bade us hearken unto the whispers of our hearts. They spoke to us of a paradise lost, of bonds of brotherhood which they yearned to see restored.
Ours too yearn for such a restoration, and they have guided us here this day, that they might yearn no longer. Brothers and sisters, ye who stand as witness, hearken unto me. Since the days of Eld, when the bonds betwixt man and dragon were sundered by our hand, our peoples have known only war. Bloodshed without end, losses beyond counting, and still we fought. And still we fought. Some wounds do not heal. The dead cannot be returned to us. But we, the living, can yet choose another course. Here and now, we can lay down this burden, this hatred, this vengeance. Our forebears fought not so that we could die, but that we might live. So let us honor their sacrifice and spare our children this death sentence. Let us gift them a new legacy. Life.
Betwixt our peoples yawneth a divide deeper than the deepest abyss, wider than the widest sea. Generations will live and die ere this divide is bridged. Knowing this, doth thy heart yet yearn for peace, son of Thordan?
Look now on the legacy we would leave to our children. A dream of peace inscribed in stone for generations to come.
I really hope they check that mural before they show it to anybody. Just got a bad feeling.
Father and his beloved, as they were so long ago, happy and at peace. The dream they shared shall be ours once more.
Child of Dravania, art thou grown so forgetful that thou wouldst forsake kith and kin and consort with the spawn of Thornton? That thou wouldst dare contemplate peace? Hearken unto me, all of you! The final chorus is nigh, and all will be held to account. All will bathe in the flames of retribution. Till the coming of that day, look you on your sins and despair, for none shall scape my wrath. None shall scape my revenge!
7 hells. Nidhogg. Hells, take that worm! While he lives, we'll never know peace.
Aye! There'll be no end to this war till Nidhogg is dead and gone!
So let's kill the bastard and be done with it! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg! Death to Nidhogg!
Well, it's not all bad. They realize now that there's a difference between the brutes. Before, all dragons were the enemy. Now it's just Nidhogg. Just Nidhogg. Even though Nidhogg is inside of Stinian's body. This is the final quest of this act. After this quest, we will take a reprieve from streaming for probably an hour or so. Grab another drink, since this kind of interesting energy drink has been empty for like an hour and I'm out of drink.
Forgive me. That took longer than expected.
Now,
You
which
seem
one
puzzled.
of these is progress?
Oh, these. I thought something warming might not go amiss. It was not all that long ago that we sat here, you and I. In our very own falling snows, as Lord Horshvon called it. I still struggle to believe he is gone. And Azelle too. I had such hopes for her. Master Matoya asked me what it was all for. Why we fight. And why we die. Were I still commander of the Braves, I would doubtless have replied, for the future of Eorzea. But I'm not that man. Not anymore. I needed a new answer. One that I could live with. And when I saw Estinian at the ceremony, I knew at last what it was. I do not want to be a man who sacrifices his friends and family for a cause. I want to fight for Estinian, and I want to save him. When Nidhogg leads the Horde into battle, Ser Emeric and his forces will do what they believe must be done. That is their choice to make. Yet even if Ser Emeric is willing to forsake Estinian, I am not. We must fight for him, for he is our friend and ally. We may struggle, we may fail, but we must try. We will. I know we will.
Here comes the end of this act. 3.2. That set of armor is going to look cool, I'm sure. If I remember correctly, I like all of it except for the helmet.
Of all the ways for it to end. Even before his transformation, I could feel the worm's hatred swirling about Estinian. The terrible, all-consuming rage. Enough to fuel a 1,000-year quest for vengeance. It was all I could do not to run away screaming. But Ishgardians, nay, all Eorzeans, are made of sterner stuff. They face danger and death on a daily basis and understand what it takes to win a war.
Think not too deeply on Master Matoya's words. Her intent was but to steal our resolve. That, and to remind us to look beyond these passing conflicts to trials greater still, to the truth which hides at the heart of this world.
So that's your aim, is it?
You disapprove?
Not at all. I believe it's traditional for the student to follow in the footsteps of the master. And you are so very alike.
Change. That great inexorable wave was upon us, and soon all of Ishgard would bend to its will. For all our sins, for all our scars, the future for which we had long yearned was at last within our grasp. But it would be bought at a heavy price. For in those twilight hours did Nidhogg cry out for vengeance, and his brethren raise their voices for the final chorus of the Dragon Song War.
Next time on Final Fantasy. Okay, I will see you guys again in a little bit. That's my plan anyways. Peace out. Hope you had fun. And if you want to see more, I do plan on streaming again in about an hour or so. So, hopefully we can get done with 3.3, Revenge of the Horde. It looks like there's a dungeon and a trial in there. It's not as long, quest number-wise, but seeing that there's a trial and a dungeon, it might be a pretty decent amount of time. And then after that, we have 3.4 and 3.5, 3.56, and then that's when Stormblood begins. So there are 4 arcs left. And we have finished 2. So there's a total of 6 arcs in post Heavensward. So we're 2 out of 6 in. We're pretty much halfway, to be honest. I think the rest of this is long because of dungeons, not long because of story. Alright, well, I will see you guys in a little bit. Just take a little break, and I'll see you.